Hey, Skull Nation. What's up, you purple-blooded warriors? This is your die-hard Vikings fan, straight from the heart of Minnesota, breaking down the hottest news from Vikings news that's got my horns standing tall today. Imagine this. Our young gunslinger J.J. McCarthy, the kid we all bet the farm on, is clawing his way back from that brutal ankle sprain that's kept him sidelined for what feels like an eternity. But hold on to your helmets. Kevin O'Connell just dropped some fire updates on his progress, and it's got me pumping my fist like we're about to storm US Bank Stadium. Is JJ ready to reclaim the throne in Week 7 against those smug Eagles? Or will Carson Wentz keep slinging it like the vet wizard he is? Stick with me because this QB drama is thicker than a frozen Lake Minnetonka, and I've got the full scoop to keep your Vikings fire roaring. Who's hyped? Drop a skull in the comments if you're feeling this rush. Alright, let's rewind that tape real quick. Picture Week 1 in Chicago. The roar of Soldier Field turning to stunned silence as J.J. McCarthy, our 22-year-old Phenom, orchestrates that epic fourth-quarter comeback to steal a win from the Bears. The guy's got ice in his veins, right? But then bam, Week 2 against the Falcons hits like a defensive lineman's blindside, and J.J. twists that right ankle bad. A high sprain that sidelines him for Weeks 3, 4, and 5. It's been 3 weeks of agony for us fans, watching from the couch while our boys rehabbing overseas trips and grinding through the pain. According to the latest from Vikings news, the medical team's calling it a 4 to 6 week deal, but with our bye in Week 6, that lines him up perfectly for a potential return against Philly on October 19th. Man, the suspense is killing me. What if he's not 100%? Do we risk it or let Wentz cook a bit longer? Tell me in the comments. Eagles or bust for JJ's comeback? But here's the real juice that's got me yelling at my screen. O'Connell's Monday presser was pure gold, straight from the Vikings.com feed. He said JJ's had real moments of growth just by sitting back and studying film, especially soaking up Carson Wentz's masterclass over these past 3 weeks. Wentz, the guy's gone 2-1, ranking 17th in passer rating among QBs with decent snaps, 13th in adjusted EPA per play, and a stellar 6th in completion percentage over expected. That's not backup scrubs. That's steady Eddie keeping our ship afloat while Justin Jefferson feasts with 22 catches for 324 yards. O'Connell's all about that fundamentals grind now. Getting JJ dropping back with proper footwork, tying his eyes to his feet through progressions, and, listen up, getting the ball out in under 2.59 seconds like Wentz, not that 3.08 second dawdle that got him sacked 9 times on 55 dropbacks. Skull, brothers and sisters, this is the Vikings way. Build from the basics, explode from there. Who's your pick to start Week 7, JJ or Carson? Hit me with your hot takes below. Now, don't get it twisted, JJ's not just healing the hardware. He's rewiring the software. Those first 2 starts? A mixed bag that had us all on edge. Sure, he salvaged that Bears thriller with a quarter for the ages, but the other 7. Oof, 3 picks. A 16.4% sack rate that's uglier than a Packers fan at Lambeau. Stats don't lie, folks. Among 37 QBs with 50-plus dropbacks this season, JJ sits 35th in passer rating, 36th in adjusted EPA per play and CPOE, with only Cam Ward and Joe Flacco scraping lower. It's raw rookie stuff, no doubt, but remember training camp? The kid was lights out, flashing that Michigan poise we drafted him for. This injury timeout, it's been his personal film room, dissecting Wentz's rhythm and quick releases. O'Connell's hammering home that lower body mechanics fix, driving off that back ankle without a hitch, moving like the athlete we saw in college. Imagine JJ back, zipping lasers to JJ and Addison before the rush even blinks. Hearts racing just thinking about it. What's the one tweak you want to see from him most? Sound off, Vikings fam. Zooming in on Wentz's wizardry because, hot damn, this guy's been our unsung hero straight out of Vikings news headlines. Over those 3 games, he's clocked a blistering 2.59 seconds to throw, tied for 6th quickest league-wide, while JJ was 5th slowest at 3.08 in his starts. That's the difference between 9 sacks and a clean pocket, my friends. Wentz isn't flawless. A 10% sack rate shows the O-line's bruises, but he's fed the beasts. Jefferson's torching secondaries, and the whole offense hums when he hits playmakers early. O'Connell praised it Monday. Watching the way Carson's gone through progressions quickly, just the value of putting the ball in play, even when it's not the most exciting completion. JJ's ears perked up. Folks. He's internalized that get it out quick mantra, blending it with the spring and summer fundamentals he grinded so hard. This by weeks his launch pad. Light throws with the crew, ramping up soreness checks. If he nails a full practice week, week 7 could be electric. But if not, Wentz has got that shoulder twinge post-Browns win. Depth alert. What's your gut say on the starter? Comment wars, activate. Let's talk stakes, Skol Nation. Because this QB saga isn't just drama. It's our playoff pulse. The Vikings sit at 3-2 after that gritty 24-21 London thriller over Cleveland. But with the NFC North beasts lurking, we can't afford hiccups. JJ's return isn't automatic. O'Connell's clear as day. The most critical part is going to be technique and fundamentals. Getting him back into the mandatory nature of certain things. That means full-strength demos, athletic scrambles, no limp, pure mechanics before earning the nod. And yeah, 2 games ain't a verdict on the kid's future. It's reps he needs, like we saw in camp where he dazzled. But rushing him? Nah, that risks stunting growth, and KOC's too smart for that. Fresh off Vikings news, insiders like Diana Rossini peg his timeline low end. Ready for Eagles if he crushes by work. Picture it, US Bank erupting as JJ drops dimes on Hurts' crew. Or Wentz grinds another W. Either way, our D's stepping up. Who's got the edge in this matchup? Your thoughts could spark the next big debate. Drop 'em now. Diving deeper into the growth arc that's got me grinning like a Cheshire cat. O'Connell's dialogue with JJ has been gold, per that Monday chat. I think he's kind of taken a lot of that, of just watching it closely, KOC said, spotlighting how Wentz's in rhythm style clicked for the rookie. No more holding the ball like it's glued. It's quick decisions, even to the check down. Tie that to lower body tweaks, proper drops, eyes leading feet, and you've got a QB evolving in real time. Vikings news echoes it. JJ's facility bound this week, slinging with receivers like Jordan Addison, who plans joint workouts. Soreness levels? Monitored like hawks. If he ramps consistently, that week 7 starts in play, facing an Eagles secondary that's vulnerable to speed. But the what-if looms. Full practice or bust. No half measures or it's Wentz time. This is peak Vikings resilience, turning setback to setup. Fans, if you're scripting JJ's first throw back, where's it going? Jefferson? Addison? Let the comments fly. Hold up. Let's not gloss over the vet's role in this Viking saga. Because Wentz's tape is a treasure trove JJ's devouring. 3 weeks, 2-1 record, and stats that scream stability. 13th in success rate, dishing to playmakers without forcing the hero ball that bit McCarthy early. That 69% completion clip? It's Rhythm City, getting the ball to Jefferson's mitts before DBs breathe down his neck. O'Connell's looping JJ in. Even when it's not your first progression, even when it's not the most exciting completion of all time. Brutal truth but growth fuel. Now, with the bye hitting, JJ's shifting physical gears, driving throws off that ankle, no tweaks, full athletic bursts. Vikings news reports he's ditching the boot, walking strong, but KOC's adamant. More about the physical side of his lower body mechanics. Game plans fluid. How much drill work? What's the post-practice ache? It's all eyes on that ramp up for consistency. Skol, this kid's hunger is contagious. What's one Wentz lesson you're hoping JJ masters first? Your call in the replies. Crunch time vibes. Purple pride. As we eye week 7, O'Connell's playing coy on naming a starter till practices unfold. Smart money says he waits, letting JJ prove it on the field, not film. Those early struggles? 3 INTs, bottom-tier rankings, harsh, but 2 games don't define a franchise QB. Camp flashes remind us. Poise, arm talent, that winner's edge. Injuries gift? A reset, watching Wentz orchestrate wins without the spotlight glare. Now, by weeks, the proving ground. Extensive throws, team facility grind, bridging to full pads. If he clears the bar, health plus that quick release evolution, we're talking Eagles explosion. But KOC's protective. No rushing if it hampers development. Vikings news buzz? Belief strong for week 7 readiness. But shoulder sore Wentz adds urgency. Imagine the roar if JJ trots out. Pure magic. Or Wentz's grit seals another. Who's your Week 7 MVP pick? Comments section. Let's rumble. Peeling back the layers on JJ's rehab blueprint. Because details from O'Connell's words are chef's kiss. Trying to put together a game plan for him throughout the practices. How much can he do? What's the soreness level coming out of practices? He laid out Monday. It's methodical, Viking style, build from spring fundamentals, layer in Wentz's quick-strike wisdom. No more 16.4% sack nightmares. Aim for that sub-3-second magic. Jefferson's yardage bonanza under Wentz? That's the blueprint. Feed the stars. Stay rhythmic. With the teams back stateside post-London, JJ's diving into individual work, testing that ankle's fire. Vikings news confirms. Expectations of full return ramp, eyeing Philly. But the intangibles? That mandatory nature of technique, feet to eyes, progressions crisp. If he nails it, we're golden. Skull Nation, dream scenario. JJ's first TD pass back. Who catches it? Spill your fantasy in the comments. The bigger picture's got my Vikings heart thumping. QB carousel's a tightrope, but O'Connell's threading it like a pro. JJ's not panicking. 2 games woes are reps, not ruin. Bottom ranking sting, but context. Raw transition, no preseason polish. Now, armed with Wentz's efficiency, 6th in CPOE, minimizing sacks, he's primed. By weeks pivotal. Extensive sessions. Monitor the twinge. Ensure athletic pops. If greenlit for Week 7, it's Eagles Armageddon. JJ versus Hurts. Rookie redemption arc. Vikings news whispers optimism. Low-end timeline holds. No IR detour. Wentz's soreness? Backup plan solid with Max Brosmer lurking. This is our squad. Resilient as Randy Moss highlights. Fans, rate JJ's growth potential. 1 to 10? What's your score? Drop it below. We're building hype together. Echoing the coach's vibe because that real moments of growth line from O'Connell hits different. JJ's not just healing. He's absorbing Wentz's progression speed, the art of the safe dump-off. My dialogue with him. KOC adds, personal touch that screams investment. Fundamentals first. Lower body drive, no hesitation drops. Vikings news aligns. Facility throws this week. Ramp to full contact. Soreness? The gatekeeper. Clear it, and Week 7's his, torching Philly's secondary with quick slants to Addison. Fail? Wentz is proven, but depth's thin. The thrill? Uncertainty fuels the fire. Imagine the US Bank chant as he warms up. Skull, this is why we bleed purple. What's the key stat you'll watch for in his return? Your analytics take. Comments now. Navigating the ready or not tightrope, as O'Connell holds cards close. No starter call till full week watch. Wise, health's non-negotiable, mechanics must mesh. JJ's early sack fest? Lesson learned. Wentz's 10% clips the target. Among QBs, his adjusted EPA climb under study. Potential leaps. Vikings news. Post-bye practices decide. Eagles as litmus. With Jefferson humming, offenses set for surge. But risk? Development dip if forced. KOC's blueprint. Consistent ramp. Technique lock-in. Excitement builds. Week 7 could redefine our season. Purple faithful. Eagles win prediction. Score it out. Comments. Let's forecast glory. The human side shines through O'Connell's praise. JJ's taken a lot from sidelines. Evolving quietly. Wentz's rhythm? Now his gospel. Quick throws, playmaker trust, that's the evolution. By drills. Ankle stress tests, progression drills. Vikings news. Expectations Week 7, but fluid. Shoulder weary Wentz elevates stakes. Picture JJ scrambling free, ankle strong. Pure joy. Or Wentz grinds. Loyalty either way. Skull Warriors, one word. Ready? Reply and rally. As suspense peaks, remember, this is Vikings football, grit over glamour. JJ's path? Health hurdle cleared. Fundamentals fortified. O'Connell's plan. Practice volume titrated, soreness scanned. If aced, Philly's his proving ground. Vikings news buzz. growth trajectory up. Wentz's steadiness buys time, but JJ's spark ignites. The wait, worth it for potential fireworks. Fans, hype level for return. Maxed? Confess below. Wrapping the wait with fire, O'Connell's high-level vision for JJ fuels dreams. Technique rebuild, Wentz wisdom woven in. Week's game plan, measured throws, athletic checks. Clear path, Eagles explosion awaits. Vikings news, timeline tightens. Our QB room's depth, battle-tested. Skull Nation, final thought. JJ starts week 7? Yes/no, vote in comments. There it is, Skull Fam, the raw, riveting rundown on JJ McCarthy's road back, courtesy of the freshest Vikings news drops that had me pacing like game day. From ankle agony to potential Eagles glory, this QB quest's got more twists than a Brian Flores blitz. We've laughed, we've analyzed, we've bled purple together. What a ride! If this fired you up, smash that like button harder than JJ hits a deep ball. Drop your hottest takes on his return in the comments. Subscribe for every Vikings update so you never miss the skull signal, and share this with your fellow hornheads to spread the hype. Until next time, keep the faith, Skull Vikings. Who's with me?